Good morning, guys. How are we on a Saturday morning? We're going to hit this hard, 9 a.m. in Dublin. You're going to need your kettlebell, you're going to need your chair. That's all you need today, and a little bit of floor space, obviously. Come on in. It's going to be a sweaty one. We're going to be doing a buy-in on every round. And sorry, my mic in the background is repeating itself. I'm on a bit of a delay. There we go. Cover my ugly mug up, and we'll get cracking. So come on in. Let us know how you're getting on. Let us know where you are. If you have any problems or any questions throughout the session, feel free to throw them up on the screen, because I've got my screen on in the background and I can see what's going on. So get yourself set, get your tech ready, get your bell, get your chair, get your water. True grit, that's all we need today. So we're going to blast it out for 15 minutes. We got 5 exercises, well 6 if you count the buy-in. We got 6 exercises, 3 rounds on each. We're going to blast it. We'll be done and dusted inside 15 minutes. We're going to get into our warm-up now in a couple of seconds once everybody's online. How you doing, guys? Come on in, say hello as you come in. If you're watching this on record, just stick a little comment below when you're finished. Let us know how you got on, and let us know where you are in the world. I've got my tunes on in the background, a little bit logy this morning. Good morning, Nick. A little bit logy this morning, so I've got to get some tunes going, get the adrenaline flowing. My rhymes are tight. They're not. Okay, guys, so stick yourself down on your backs on the floor, arms out crucifix. Keep your feet off the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. We're just going to rotate out that back. So twisting left, twisting right, and your shoulder blades are glued to the floor. So you only go as far as the shoulder blades staying on the floor will allow. So if those shoulder blades start to come off the floor, it's time to come back up to center and go the other side. So a few more reps left and right, and then we're going to straighten out the legs. Okay, let's straighten out the legs, lift one up, bring it across, and then bring it up and back down, and then change. Left to right, right to left. Cross body, you're getting a few clicks and cracks going on. That's a good sign. Sometimes we have days, who's that? I'm here. Hey Marie, how are you? And Zach is doing it too. Okay, so we've got the family contingent in there. Hiya, Zach. Okay, so staying on your back, bend the knees, put the heels on the floor, drive the hips up into the sky, pushing through the heels. Keep your toes off the floor, because sometimes when we're doing this, we don't realize that we're pushing through the toes. We want to push through the heels. So hamstrings and glutes on the way up. Sorry, hamstrings on the way up, glutes at the top, and then down all the way to the floor. Tip the floor very lightly with the butt, and then back up again. Drive through those heels. So we're going to be working for 50 seconds in every minute over the course of 15 minutes. You're going to have 10 seconds rest. 50 on, 10 off. Every round is going to start with thrusters. 8 thrusters. That's your buy-in. So when the timer starts, you do 8 thrusters. Up we get, guys. Into the plank position. Bring your left foot forward beside your left hand. And then a big arm rotation. So as I was saying, you're going to do, and change sides, you're going to do 8 thrusters at the start of every round, and then the remaining time in that 50 seconds is going to be filled with a specific exercise. So for example, the first exercise is toe tap push-ups. So if I was doing it, I would start the round, I would do 8 thrusters, and then get straight down into toe tap push-ups for the remainder of the 50 seconds. At the end of the 50 seconds, I've got a 10-second breather to reset, get back ready for my thrusters again, and then toe tap push-ups round 2. Every exercise is going to be done 3 times with those 8 thruster buy-in at the start. Okay, high plank, walk the hands in, tip your toes, walk the hands out, and push up. If that explanation was a little bit muddy for you, don't worry, learn by doing. So we're walking the hands in, we're tipping the toes, we're walking the hands out, we're doing a push-up. Blood flowing around the body, tendons, muscles, ligaments, joints, everything coming up to speed, up to temperature. Okay, next time you're up, you're going to go into a squat position. You're going to push your knees out with your elbows, hook your fingers under your toes. Raise your hips nice and high, stretch out your hamstrings, your lower back, and then sit yourself down into a nice deep squat. Push those knees out with the elbows. Every 3 seconds or so, You're changing from high to low or low to high. Oh, my legs feel heavy today. Thrusters will be interesting. We all have our off days. We all have our days where we feel like we weigh about 150 kilos. And then we have other days where we're literally bouncing off the walls. I think I'm halfway between those two today. Okay, up we come. We're going to go into some lunges. So we're going to start with our feet as if they have a football in between them. Nice wide gap. Drop the knee to the floor as we stride forward. Squeeze the abs. Push yourself back up. Take your time. Still the warm up. Okay. So just to recap. When I start the timer, we're going to do 8 thrusters. That's a kettlebell squat into an overhead press. 2 hands or 1, it's up to you. You must do 8. Once you finish your 8, you're going to get down into toe tap push-ups. So you do a push-up, chest to floor, and then you reach under and touch your toe with the opposite hand. If you're struggling to reach the toe, hit the knee. If you're struggling to hit the knee, hit the hip. Don't be afraid to use your knees on the floor for the push-up if you need it, but when you're reaching under, try and have your 2 knees off the floor. All right, guys. Any problems, any questions throughout? Just throw them up on the screen. We are going with kettlebell thrusters in 10 seconds. All right, grab your bell. 1 hand or 2, it's up to you. More rhymes. Feet shoulder width. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drop through the hips, squeeze the abs, punch through at the top. We're looking for 8 reps. As soon as you finish your 8th rep, get yourself down into push-ups and start going into your toe tap push-ups. Okay, well, I'm finished my 8. Straight into my toe tap push-ups. I'm alternating left to right, push up, right to left. We got 22 seconds left on the clock before we get a 10-second breather, and then we're back to our thrusters for round 2. Squeeze the abs. Use the whole palm of that hand to push through the floor. 5 seconds. And rest. Stand up. Let's go. Press. Get your 8 reps done. As soon as you finish your 8 reps, we're straight back down into our toe tap push-ups. When you're working, drop through the hips. I think that's 7. Gotta learn how to count and talk better. Woo! So it's always technique beats tempo. You're not counting the reps on your push-ups. The only reps you're counting. Stay with me, guys. We got 6 seconds. Rest. Up we get. Back to thrusters. 5 seconds. Round 3. And let's drop through the hips. Power the sky. Or power the belt to the sky, I should say. 2. You can use 2 hands. That's fine. As soon as you finish your 8 thrusters, you're back to toe tap push-ups. It's the last time on toe tap push-ups. Woo! Tiring on the shoulders and on the arms. We got 12 seconds left. Keep moving with focus and the correct technique. Don't worry about going at 100 miles an hour. Just worry about going with the right technique. Rest. Up. Back to thrusters. We're going into swings after this. 3, 2, 1. Thrusters. Drop into your squat. Punch the sky. After the 8 reps, you're going to go into your swings. Remember, shoulders back, chest out, head up. Full surface area contact with the soles of the feet. Woo! Straight into swings. I'm going alternating hands. You can go two hands. Just make sure you drive the floor down aggressively. Stand up tall. Squeeze your stomach when the bell is out in front. Keep that spine straight. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest 10 seconds. Woo! Heart rate's up. Well done. Keep going, guys. Back to the thrusters. Bell up. Let's drop. Big inhale as we drop. Big exhale. And squeeze on the abs as you come up. 5, 6. And then you're into swings. When you finish your 8 reps for your second round. Don't worry about counting the swings. Just worry about driving the floor down with the soles of the feet. Standing aggressively up to attention with tight shoulder blades and tight abs. We got 10 more seconds. Think of your hips like a slingshot and your abs like a handbrake. They stop the hips from overshooting. Rest. Woo! Tired now. Keep going. We're in now, guys. 2 feet, hog tied. Bell up. Let's thruster. Keep the knees pushed out. Heels down. Woo! And I'm into my swings. It is the last set on swings. The next exercise after the thrusters is going to be alternating pistol squat. Unweighted, so you can really dial in that technique. 10 seconds. How are we getting on, guys? Keep asking yourself, is your technique dialed in? And rest. Okay, we're back to our thrusters for our third set of exercises. 3, 2, bell up. 1, let's go. Full squat into an overhead press. And as that bell's coming down, let it push you down into the next rep. As soon as you finish your 8 reps, you're going to do pistol squats. That's a single leg squat using the chair. Woo. So we use one leg to get down, one leg to get up. Control the descent into that chair. Squeeze the abs. If you're struggling, bring in a support structure because we can't reduce the weight. That's a wall or hands on the chair or even your heel very lightly on the floor in front. Either way, you're focusing on one leg predominantly and controlling all the way up, all the way down. Rest. Woo! Shake it out. Back to your bell. Thrusters. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Use your breathing like a metronome. Back to the pistol squats after this. Don't freak out if you only get 7 or 8. I'm going to forgive you over the fact that there's very little blood in your brain right now. And what blood you do have in your brain, you're using it to focus on the correct technique and posture and movement pattern and tempo and control. You should never be out of control at any point in a movement. Even lowering to the chair, you should be doing it under your own steam, not gravity's. Rest. Woo! We got one more on this. 3, 2, bell up. Let's go. Squat it, press it. 8 times. Stay with me. Keeping those abs tight. Keep the feet fully in contact with the floor. As soon as you finish your 8, you're straight back to your pistols to the chair. No rest in between, come on. Seamless transition from one exercise to the next. Push yourself. After this, we're going back to our thrusters for our buy-in, and then it's going to be sumo deadlift, high pull. I'm being offered a coffee off camera here. I'm all right, thanks, Kayla. She's always looking out for my well-being. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew, that's a talent. Drinking a coffee halfway through a workout. Back to our thrusters in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So after this set of 8 thrusters, we're gonna go sumo deadlift, high pull. So that's where the feet are nice and wide like a sumo wrestler, sitting your butt down like a sumo wrestler, and then driving the floor away whilst holding onto the bell. It comes to the chin. Woo. You can go alternating hands, you can go one hand, you can go 2, it's up to you. But we're dropping through the hips, keeping the knees pushed out aggressively to the side, keeping the toes out. Think like you have a full glass of water on your head. At the bottom, you should still have that glass of water on your head. It shouldn't have fallen off. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo. 7 seconds, we're going again. 3, 2, bell up. 1, let's go. 8 thrusters. Then we're into our second set of sumo deadlift high pull. Oh, I think that's 4. 5, 6. Keep the knees out to the side. When you're doing your sumos, exaggerate the toes turned out. Imagine you're standing on the face of a clock. Your left toe should be pointing at 10 and the right toe at 2. And your hips are down, head is up, knees are out in the same direction as the toes. Drive the floor away to the whole sole of the foot. And rest. One more. Woo! Flying by today, flying pie. There's a Freudian slip. 3, 2, bell up. Let's go, thrusters. So, when I was designing this, I was thinking, what exercise do I hate the most? And it's thrusters. Oh, woo! Push yourself, get yourself out of your comfort zone on a daily basis. That's why I got married. Oh, who said that? Woo! Nice work, guys. We got 18 seconds left. It's your last set on sumo deadlifts. We're going into half man makers, unweighted, on the next set. And that's our last exercise out of today's workout. 3, 2, 1, rest. 8 thrusters, remaining time, half man maker. That's a rear lunge, and a squat. Thrusters in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo! This is tiring. Stay with me. You're inside the last 3 minutes, guys. Keep moving. Oh, 3 more. Come on, Ronan. Woo! 2 more. Oh, correct technique. Never let it break down. Oh. So it's a rear lunge, and a squat. Knee to floor on the lunge. Ass below parallel on the squat. We got 15 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Saturday morning. Where else would you be? Don't answer that out loud. The answer is nowhere. Here's the perfect place to be. And rest. Woo! You are 2 minutes away from your finish line. Get your bell up. Thrusters, second last set. And let's go. Drop it. Punch it. You're going to miss these. Savor them. 6, 7. Oh, legs are dead. Lunge it, squat it. Let us know how you're getting on. Let us know how much you hate me right now in the comment section if you're doing this on record. We got 8 seconds left. Oh, legs aren't moving properly. Woo! 3, 2, 1, rest. One more, guys. One more, then it's high fives all around. Get your bell up. Thrusters in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 8 reps. Finish strong. Abs tight. Oh, will not miss that bell. Woo! And it's half man makers to finish. We got 25 seconds on the clock. All the way home. Slow down the tempo to dial in that technique. 15 to go. Seconds, not reps. 10. All the way, come on. And rest. Wow. Okay. Personal observation. That 15 minutes flew by. Ronan, just super start to Saturday again. Thanks so much. You're very welcome, Sheila. Yeah, so personal observations. It was tough. Oh, it flew by. Am I the only one it flew by for? Anyway. Breathe. It's now over. Angry, crying, sweaty face. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, guys. So if you want to complement this, I would suggest getting into a core or a cardio workout, whether it's outside, running around, cycling, swimming, chasing the dog, chasing the kids, or you're on a treadmill, you're on a bike, or you're in a boat. Just get going for 20 minutes to half an hour. Keep the heart rate elevated for a good period of that time. If you're still with me, we're going to go into a passive hang to cool down. If you want to cool down that's more aggressive, you'll find them on our playlists or links in your emails if you have them. Okay, feet as wide as you can. Soften the knees, put the weight on your heels, stick your butt out the back, and drop the backs of the hands to the floor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's the way to start a Saturday. There's a good bit of resistance in there. So you're going to get that afterburn effect. Those muscles are going to be putting out those little fires for at least an hour, which means you're going to have that afterburn effect. So you're on an increased calorie burn for the next 45 minutes or so as the heart rate comes back down to resting. So a bit of protein, get some fats in there, small bit of carbohydrates for energy restoration. So everything we do here now, we're relaxing. We're not pushing into the stretch. We are exhaling, relaxing the back of the body from the heels up to the backs of the knees into the glutes, over into the lower back, into the shoulder blades, shoulder sockets, releasing its grip on the shoulder. Ragdoll, passive. Okay, let's turn the toes to the right, drop the left knee to the floor, put your 2 hands or 2 elbows on the knee in front, and tip that knee forward. If that front foot can't stay flat on the floor, just move it a couple of centimeters further forward, and just relax and drape yourself into it a little bit more. Okay, if you're not one for commenting, give us a comment today. Get out of your comfort zone. You just did for the last 15 minutes. Even if it's just to swear at me, throw a comment in the section below and let us know how you get on. We love getting the comments, on the records especially, because it means people are watching. Okay, change sides. And if you have any questions, like, does a thruster ever get easier? You don't need to ask that question because the answer is no. Thrusters are absolutely horrible. So the majority of people hate burpees. I, for one, love burpees. My version of the burpee hatred is the thruster. Can't stand it. But you have to do it. Get yourself out of that comfort zone. Whew. Again, just sinking through the shoulder blades as we exhale and relax. Okay, back to center, standing up. As you stand up, take a big breath in because you might get a little bit spinny. That's normal, don't freak out. If you're talking like me, you tend to get spinny. Okay guys, so that is your Saturday morning. How are we finding it? We're always available for a chat. In the meantime, do something nice for yourself today. Have a good one, and we will see you live next Wednesday. Yep. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.